Hey guys, it's Brianna and I'm here with my first vlog in a really long time. And my current setup is sort of a mess. I couldn't find the charger for my camera, so I'm filming with my phone on a selfie stick that I taped to the wall. So, you know, if anything drastically shifts and falls over, we're screwed. But I just wanted to do a video for the end of the year. I've been reading a lot this year, so I just wanted to go through some of the best books I read this year and share them with you guys. I got my coffee. Got too many books over there. Alright, let's go. So we'll start with nonfiction. I actually read a lot of nonfiction books this year. Normally I don't. It's sort of a new world. I feel very adult reading nonfiction books. The first book I read this year actually is Atlas Obscura. So I got this for Christmas 2016. Basically spent the first 2 weeks of January like going through this and spent so much time. And I've been going back to it all year. Every time we plan a trip, I'm like, oh, like let's see what's in Atlas Obscura. This has started an obsession. I get on that website almost every day. I have so many things in my to-do list. I have lists. It's like hidden things and off the beaten path kind of places around the world. Some of them are like temples. Others are caves. There's a lot of dead bodies, very strange things. Basically, every country has something. And if you go on the website, there's tons more that people have added. I love finding places that I wouldn't find normally on a tourist site. I've realized how many things I've actually hit not even knowing about this book or the website or anything before that, because I would always go out of my way to find weird shit. I was gonna call it a cookbook, but it's drinks. It's just so pretty. I love the cover. I love the pictures on the inside. Love the fonts and everything. It's got pretty much everything separated by different kinds of alcohol. I mostly just like it because it's so pretty, and I feel like I could put this on a shelf and everybody could just look at it and be like, oh yes, look at this pretty book. So there's this artist I really like. His name is Adam J. Kurtz. I picked up one page at a time in an Urban Outfitters in New Orleans. It was such a great thing to do, like a page every day of the whole year. And I have so many of his patches and pins and all these little things from his online gift shop, and he does everything himself and sends everything out himself, and it's crazy. Like, support him, support independent artists. But this year he put out his first real book. Things Are What You Make of Them, Life Advice for Creatives. And basically the whole thing is little motivational essay. I think it's just so cute. Got it for Grace for Christmas too. So the next two books are on the same topic, and I got them for Christmas 2017, so just a few days ago, and I read them already. Literally was reading one of them like an hour before midnight. They're both on the subject of hygge. If you don't know what hygge is, it's sort of an untranslatable word, and that's how I found it originally. I love untranslatable words. I think they're super cool. It literally translates into coziness, and it's like the feeling around Christmas when you're with your family and you have like warm drinks and candles and everyone's happy and cute, doing cute things. I don't know, you know the feeling. So the first book is The Little Book of Hygge, Danish Secrets to Happy Living. It's by the CEO of the Happiness Research Institute in Copenhagen, which I think is super cool that exists. It's pretty short, it's a pretty quick read, but it's got these cute little doodles in it, which I think are just adorable. And so then the second one is How to Hygge, Nordic Secrets to a Happy Life. This one is less Danish centered. It's much more like Scandinavian as a whole. So I just think this one is like so aesthetically pleasing. I love everything. There's pictures, like these pretty full page pictures. It's a little more stuffy. This one uses research and graphs and things. It seems a little more like cutesy infographics, versus some of the things in this book are a little more like serious. It also has a great cooking section. About half the book, this whole middle section, is recipes. All right, now I can move into fiction. I read Atlas Obscura and then pretty much didn't read anything until like August. And then Game of Thrones ended, season 7, and I decided I was finally going to get around to reading the books. And I was like, I already know like everything that happens. I know who all of these background characters are who don't exist in the show. So I might as well just read the books. If anything, like I'll start them now. Season 8 isn't coming on until 2019. If they're slow and I get a little bored, it's fine. I'll take my time. I finished them in a month. So what really drew me in was this book set. I love them. They're so pretty. They're like Bibles also. They're leather, and the inside, the pages are very thin, like Bible pages. So basically it's the Bible. Yep. This is my religion. I mean, there's not really anything I can say that hasn't been said about this series. You know what it's about. I read this first before I started the series. It's so nice. There are so many pretty pictures. This is the dance. I love that I just opened this to my favorite part of history. I showed it to my friend Han when she came down to watch the finale with me, and she literally like ordered it on Amazon while we were sitting on the couch. If you haven't read the book series already, I know that I'm very late to the program. If you haven't, I would recommend reading this first. So it's actually thanks to A Song of Ice and Fire that I kept reading so much this year. So I bought a lot of books and I read a lot of things. One of the books that I picked up was Moon Chosen by PC Cast. And I was very excited at first when I got this. I love PC Cast and was super excited to get back into one of her series. But I got a few chapters in and it just was not going anywhere. I didn't feel like anything was gonna happen. And I closed the book and put it on a shelf and did not touch it for months. I read a ton of other things, and then eventually I got to the end and didn't have any more books to read. And I was like, all right, we're gonna go back, we're gonna finish it. Turns out that I stopped like one chapter away from when things got good. I read through this really fast, and then I got the second one. It's set in the future, but a disaster has happened, and there aren't really cities anymore. People have gone back to farming, and there's these like tribes. So there are two main tribes that the book focuses on, the Earthwalkers and the Tribe of the Trees. And the Tribe of the Trees, they have dogs. The two tribes do not get along at all until this girl realizes that she has a connection to both tribes. And at the same time, there's this other group of people from the ruins of the city who they call the Skin Stealers. Skin Stealers is pretty self-explanatory, and I don't want to give anything away. The second book is even better. I really like the new characters who get introduced. Next book is All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. I love all of her books. I love her writing style. It is so, I don't know, unique and creative, and I just love the way she writes everything. But this book especially, I have the book plate, the signed book plate in mine. So it's set in Colorado, which is super cool because I live there, even though I think this is supposed to be like set way down in the south, near like New Mexico and stuff. There's these like miracle workers there, except the miracles are not what you would think of as miracles. And everyone ends up with powers that aren't necessarily a good thing, and they have to figure out how to get rid of them. It's so wholesome. They're just like, it's about a little family and there's a love story. So my phone definitely just died in the middle of me talking about All the Crooked Saints, and I don't remember what I was saying. So hopefully I said everything in the last part of the video. But yeah, if you like Maggie Stiefvater, read this book. I debated whether or not to put Lord of Shadows on this list because the first one I read in 2016, and so it's the middle of the series. I feel like everybody knows Cassandra Clare, but this trilogy is just so much better than The Mortal Instruments. I just love all of the characters, all of them. Nobody gets on my nerves. Everybody is great. I would die for Mark Blackthorne. I don't know what to say about this without spoiling the first one, so minor spoilers alert. I just love how much you get to find out about the Unseelie Court in the series, and the fairies in general. They're part of my, like, probably my favorite, and the Cold Piece, and just the whole, yeah, and I love Kieran, oh god, I haven't read this book in a while, I can't remember his name. I love the fairies, I love Mark, all of the Smalls, all the children. If you gave up on the Mortal Instruments, try this one. You kind of need to know what happened in the Mortal Instruments, though, to know what happens in this series. But you could probably just Google it. Last but not least is The Young Elites by Marie Lu. This series is great. I like it better. has a bit of an ensemble cast. It's pretty much told from one person's point of view, but the cast is really big. Very interesting, the world building. It reminds me a lot of Graceling, I think that's what it's called, by Kristen Cashore. But the main character is sort of the most morally gray character ever. I love her. I know we're probably not supposed to, especially by the Rose Society. She kind of goes a little nuts. Spoiler. I think it was a really cool idea to focus on the villain. I'm excited to read the third one. I hear it's really sad or something. I don't know. Everyone says it's sad, but so was Champion. So, you know, yeah, just kill me, that's fine. Okay, so let me wrap this up real quickly before my phone dies again, because I did not charge it up that much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you found something that you'd like to read in 2018, and I will link everything below in the description. Yeah, happy 2018, happy new year. Hopefully this year goes better than last year. Alright guys, bye.